The honourable member from Calgary Centre.
Mr. Speaker, more proof that this NDP Liberal government is not worth the cost nor the corruption. The Department of Immigration is in disarray. Canada's once respected immigration system is another casualty of this government's failures. The Liberals have issued a passport to a convicted human smuggler responsible for the deaths of 8 migrants, despite a court order forbidding it, and the previous confiscation of multiple fake Canadian passports. Just incompetence, the minister will say, but here's the reality of his complicity in Canada's broken immigration system. A foreign student, Zane Hack, violated the terms of his study permit, was arrested 10 times, convicted of mischief, and led a foreign-funded rebellion. Facing deportation after costing our legal system thousands of dollars, the minister intervened to keep him here. The government stands up for their friends, even when those friends are convicted criminals. Canadians have seen enough. It's time for an election to restore trust, integrity, and effective leadership in Canada.
The honourable member for Avignon-Lamatis-Matane-Matapédia. The federal government has once again made a clean getaway on passports. While the federal government is being questioned about its border plan in the face of Donald Trump's deportation threats, Radio Canada reveals that the federal government issued a passport to a criminal smuggler known to authorities, a repeat human trafficker, a man implicated in the deaths of 9 migrants in the river last spring. This man was given a passport by Service Canada. How is it possible to be so dangerously incompetent? The Honourable Minister of Immigration, Citizenship and Refugees. Mr. Speaker, if what she's alleging is true, I will do verifications with Service Canada and other safety agencies, and I'd be happy to report back to the House then when the time comes. Thank you. The Honourable Member for Beauport-Limoilou. Do you understand why we're worried about the federal government's lack of preparation for Trump's deportations? While the feds are telling us that everything's okay at the borders, we're learning that they're giving a passport to a notorious criminal smuggler. Once again, when it comes to border management, the left hand doesn't know what the right hand is doing in Ottawa. It's a madhouse. Are there any more criminal smugglers out there with brand new passports to cross borders as they please? The Honourable Minister of Immigration, Citizenship and Refugees. Mr. Speaker, as I clearly said during my previous answer, I'd be happy to come back to the House to present exactly what happened. If the alleged facts are true and this passport should not have been issued, we will check into this. Thank you. The Honourable Member for Beauport-Limoilou. The criminal smuggler in question was arrested in 2008 for possession of 2 passports in other names. Then he was arrested again in 2017 for human trafficking, and once again in 2021, following which the federal government confiscated his passport. And after all that, he reapplied for a passport, and the federal authorities delivered another one to him in 2023. How can we ignore the fact that criminal smugglers are running the show at the borders right under the federal government's nose? The Honourable Minister of Public Safety. Mr. Speaker, our government has invested greatly and will continue to do so in protecting our borders. We reversed the cuts that the previous Conservative government applied to Canada Border Services, and we gave RCMP the necessary tools to obviously work with their American partners to ensure the safety of our border. And I was very proud a few weeks ago of RCMP operation with our U.S. partners to ensure that many human smugglers and drug smugglers are now charged and facing criminal prosecution.